Alright, hey guys. Um, yeah, so picking up where I left off in the last episode there, this is like the real first video. The first one was just a test, setting up, doing a bandit run, checking my leg. Yeah, so, gonna set up and do a little bit of a build today. I'm going to be working on a little bit of a garden feature. So in this particular layout, there's this nice little space up here. I'm going to take some of these furniture objects and I'm going to take them up there and make a little retaining wall. Okay, so just to discuss a little bit about the furniture objects here. This one is a retro hedge. This retro hedge, it's from the Retro Nexus. There were a series of items. Retro Hedge was pretty good. I bought a few. They've got a little bit of different behavior than the regular hedge. Specifically, I can shoot an arrow through the regular hedge, but I cannot shoot an arrow or throw a bomb through the retro hedge. I don't know what the exact reason for that is. If it was intentional, if it was just an oversight. Basically, I can shoot through this one. That one's going to get stuck. That's just the way it is. And I mean, you can use that if you're getting into really advanced, kind of like tricky puzzle builds. But we're not going to be doing any of that cool stuff today. Maybe another time. If you guys like it, if you think that's going to be something you want to get into, the specific functionality of different kinds of hedges, maybe another time. Okay, so we've got a small hedge, regular hedge. These two can be purchased at the garden shop, Belle Island, as can several other objects. That will lend to your garden appearance. This garden pillar, or I think it's called a pillar? Pillar. Not a garden pillar. Garden everything, but not a pillar. Yeah, these orange flowers as well. You can catch these guys in there. This stone is actually from Destiny. So this is from the stone shop. There's a Medusa sitting in there. It's a large shop in Destiny. Maybe we'll do a tour sometime. We'll run through all the stores. But yeah, let's do this one for now. So there's a plant. There's another plant, little flowers. I think these guys I originally got in iBamboo, or it might have been in Red Barn a long time ago. Unsure where you're getting these guys now. I know that these are still available. There's several other little pot plants that you can pick up. Most of the good ones are actually in the Swamp Town shop now, the Blooming Botany. These guys here, these plants, these were from Nexus as well. I think it was Fairy Tale Nexus. We could pick them up at the Three Bears house. Yeah, these ones are special. I like the art on these guys. They look really cool. Okay, so for anybody who needs it, this is the Belle Garden Shop. I'm gonna step out of here. Maybe show you on the map. Have a look. There we are. Shows up on the map. You just deselect everything except for shops. You'll see all the stores. If we zoom in there, it gives you an idea of where it is on the map in relation to the castle, which is probably the easiest landmark to remember. Especially if you throw a warp stone at the castle, it's pretty helpful. Okay. So in here you can pick up those items. Here's the hedges here. There's a large hedge and a small hedge. There's also these nifty rocks. I have not purchased these rocks yet. I really want it. They're so cool. And this guy here too. I haven't bought any of these, but I've seen some really cool stuff done with these recently. There's also these little trees. You can get them in all the colors. There's a red tree, gold tree, green tree, and the stump. I mean, there's stumps in some of the levels already, but yeah, you can pick them up. You need more stumpage. These guys are also for sale. These are kind of neat. These little garden tiles. Nice decor piece. Doesn't really do anything. That doesn't block your movement or anything. It just looks nice. Same with these flowers. You can see there's just a total rainbow of different flowers, including rainbow flowers if you go all the way down to the end. Oh, no. Orange flowers are the cheap ones there at the end. Rainbow flower. Okay. Yeah, you can also pick up the orange ones. They're the cheapest. This is the cheapest object in-game right now. $30. Can't go wrong. If you're doing a code shop, I would also recommend that you pick these up instead of the butterfly box or the box. You can pretty much use these and save almost half your money if it's you're starting out that way. Okay. just a little tip. You can also get these guys here if you want to do some of the stuff I'm going to do with the potted plants for accents. I got 1,300 furniture in inventory. I can't buy anymore. Okay, so I'm going to hop in back into the house. So that's me. Cool. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop up here and kind of get a picture of where I'm going to be working. And I'm going to bring up my first, which is going to be my retro hedge. So, rule of thumb when you're doing the house building, always place large objects first. So whatever the large objects that you're going to be using, in this case my large hedges, they're the largest objects. I'm going to put them up first. I'm going to throw a couple of these guys in here. So this guy 1, I'm going to go for 2, then I'm going to put another one on the other side here. Oh. Doop. Okay, and one more on the other side. So I have, I think, a dozen of these in my inventory. If you tap and hold, or double click and hold on PC, tap and hold on mobile, you can get it to pull from your inventory immediately. So just don't move your mouse or cursor or finger or whatever, and double tap from it. Not select it. Like if you select it, you can do it too. But if you do this and then you click it and double click or tap, it'll let you pull an item out until you have none. So if you run out, like if I go on this guy, I only got 2 of these plants. If I double tap on this, it's going to give me an error. It's going to say, yeah, you don't have any more. Okay, so quick access for objects. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to bring these guys all to layer 0. Oh, I think I put that first one at 3. Yeah, 3. Should be 0, 0, 0, because these are going to go underneath. So the way I'm going to set this up, I'm going to have these guys on top of those guys. And maybe like that. No, I think I'm going to go like that. Give it a layer in between. Okay, so I'm adding this in here. Put this across. Double tap. Pull him over. I'll take this guy from down here. I'm going to click up here on M. And then keep it there. So there is also a shortcut, which can be helpful. I mean, I'm using a laptop keyboard right now, so it gets a little bit tricky, but if you want to use a mouse, like if you have a peripheral mouse, it can be handy to keep one hand on the M, like you can use the M key on your keyboard, and it's pretty nifty. You can use it pretty effectively to save some time in your manipulation of your furniture objects. I'm pretty used to the laptop mouse at this point. Okay, so see, we've got this effect here going on where it looks like this is a little higher up. You can see that now there's a little bit of a rise going on. Almost looks like a rise up there. We're going to add a few more features. It's going to add to that effect here. Okay, so I'm going to use this. Take one of these pillars, throw it in between. Take this one as well. Going to tap my M, just use my own device here. And bring that in a little closer. Okay, so now it's got that look where it's got like that extended section down there. Okay, so now I'm going to take my flowers, going to put some flowers in. That bush is right where I wanted to keep that flower. That's okay. That's okay, not the end of the world. Okay, and I think I'll bring them actually up a little bit closer. Give them that effect where it's like kind of sitting in the bush. Oh, there we go. So it's kind of like button up against it, and the edge is just touching the bush, it looks like. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak in here. I'm going to look for some benches. So I think I have a few kinds. They might be in my other house, but I want to have a log bench. Oh yeah, I got a log bench. I got 4 of them. Okay. So I'm going to take some log benches. I'm going to add them underneath here. Keep this guy on the other side. And you know, I think because of the functionality, because I want to be able to sit on this bench, I think I'm actually going to take these guys back down. And sometimes this is like, you know, the almost therapeutic part where you're looking in here, you're making those adjustments. Gets a little bit tedious for some people, I suppose. But this is the art of house building. This is really where, you know, the difference in what you see as like a really average house as opposed to something that was a little bit more elaborate. Is that really, really fine detail. Like I might even want to look at this and come in here and if I either click on this grid or click the shift button, like I can click and hold shift, and I can adjust this one half unit. Right, so I can do the same thing here. I can click M, hold shift, bring this up just to 1/2 unit. Oh. The benefit of this is small. It makes a visual appearance change. In this particular case, it appears to be making the collision properly. In some scenarios, like for instance with vertical placed fences, you will not have the same effect. Like if I put a fence down and add that, it's going to cause a problem. That collision on the fence will be wrong. So if I add a fence, I'm just going to take an ordinary brown cardboard looking fence. I know it's supposed to be wood. Sorry, guys. Okay, so if I make that vertical, so I make it on this vertical appearance or the rotation, I'm going to use the same effect. I'm going to use that shift to move it 1/2 interval instead of a full interval. And then if I run at this, it's going to let me go through. Right, I can actually like mess with the fence and wander through it. I mean, there's something weird going on there because sometimes you can go one way, sometimes you can go the other. Right, and I mean, you could use this to your advantage in design if you wanted to. You wanted to make like a one-way passage or something, you could do that, depending on how you set it up. But I don't like it; it's not reliable. I don't typically use that as a effect. I'm against glitching in general. Okay, so I like the appearance of this. I don't like the functionality, so I'm going to move this back down to where it was. Because sometimes it's balanced. And I mean, it's kind of like that with all of it. Right? You got to kind of decide on what's good for you, what you like, what you don't like, what speaks to you. This guy's not behaving now. There you go. Okay, so I have these little nifty little benches. I've got some flowers. I've got this little pillars. This is something that, I mean, this is kind of where I really got into creative house design, was with this particular effect I'm going to use here. A long time ago, I was looking at options for staircases. When I wanted to have like a second level in my house, I had an interior. I was going to do like, I think it was seating for a restaurant or something that I was building. And I decided to use this. And it really makes it look like a staircase, right? And I mean, you see people, they'll come into the house, they'll be like, oh boy, and they'll pull out their Dracaine railroad cart. Yeah, railroad cart. I can't escape this thing. It is here. Dracaine. This guy. Minecart. There you go. Forevermore, it's minecart. You'll see them pull out their minecart and be like, I'm riding on the stairs, but I like the visual appearance. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these little yellow flowers. I'm going to pop them up here. I'm going to do a little bit of visual effect. And give them 2 and then skip, and give them 2 and skip along the edge here. Doing that same duplication on the flowers. And I mean, you know, if you're a new player and you're encountering, you know, this for the first time, I have a ton of furniture. I've been playing for a really long time. I have not invested any money, like any real money, in this game ever. So all the stuff that you see, I mean, it's over the last like 10 years or something that I've collected it all, but it is possible to get all those gear in game. So if you're dedicated, if you have some time, way too much time maybe, you can easily pick up some furniture here, some furniture there, find a set that you like when Nexus comes out or something, and pick up some cool stuff. Okay, so I've got those little flowers in there. I like the appearance of that. I mean, I could even probably put the benches up top if I wanted to, but I've got an idea for up here, and I'm not going to tell you what it is right now. So that's my little retaining wall. Maybe I'll throw a couple streamers on there, just for appearance too. And I mean, this is really the thing that happens over time, is you wind up with collections of gear from different sets, and you know, in this particular time we're looking at this Cinco de Mayo, these are actually available right now. You can pick them up at On It, I believe. Or is it Rev? No, it's Revolution. Yeah, it's Revolution. Okay, so I have this guy. I'm going to move it down here. Keep it on there. Add some little streamers. Okay, I got two of this one. Oh, they don't rotate. Right, I picked the wrong one. I have to go and flip the other one around. Cinco de Mayo streamer. Which one's better? Let's go for that one. That one looks cool. So I'm going to take that, put it on the other side. Get a little offset. Need a little offset. I think that's good right there. Cool, okay. So there it is, a little retaining wall, some layer work that we've done, a little bit of illusion with the movement of the objects around, where we've got this visual appearance that it's up another level. If I want to, I could also probably build this up to give it the appearance of actually being raised. The challenge here is that I'm going to run into this tree. If you were doing it in another layout, what you could do is use a larger hedge. Maybe go like this, rotate it around. Oh, that one little small hedge not behaving. I'm going to keep him over there. Go over there, small hedge. Do what you're told. Throw this one over there. And then I'm going to take these pillars. I'm going to copy these pillars. I got a few more. And keep it up there. And I mean, this will give it an appearance like, okay, so you have an actual platform above this tree on this side. This one, not so much. Right? But then, you know, that's actually where the art of house building comes in. Like, if you keep playing with it, like, I can look at this and go like, oh no, God, no, it's all messed up. But I could also take it and be like, okay, what can I use? Right? What can I put there to make it work? A book table? That's a little bit big. That's a large object. I don't think it'll fit there, but we'll give it a shot. I'm thinking more treasure table. Treasure table? Nah, treasure table. So if I take this, keep it there, I can throw a layer 1 on it. And take this book out of the way. That's a big book. That book was from Jack and the Beanstalk in the last Fairy Tale Nexus. Yeah, so see, now this interferes with the appearance though. And this is where it gets really tricky, where you start playing with layers and looking at stuff. If you look at like this specific hedge compared to this hedge looks like it's up in the air, whereas this one, it's like because the table is overlapping the hedge, it causes this to mess up, so it doesn't work so good. I'm going to eliminate those other bushes and the whole thing here. I'm going to take this whole thing out because it doesn't look like what I wanted it to look like initially. This one looks good though. I think I'm going to keep that there. Maybe what I'll do is I'll keep my pillar, because I like to use those in pairs. I really love symmetry, using symmetry in the designs, but I will keep this little hedge over here, because I have an odd number of little hedges. And that's it. There it is. Got a little bit of build. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be doing more soon. Oh, and my rock. I can sit on that rock. I'm going to keep it up here by these little mushrooms. Yeah. Alright. See you guys.